All right, let's talk about a word you see absolutely everywhere: detox. From juice cleanses to so-called miracle teas, the wellness world is constantly promising to flush out toxins and give your body a complete reset. But what's really going on behind all these claims? In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and separate the actual science from the sales pitch.
So, check this out. This is a real claim from a company that actually got a warning letter from the FDA. Accelerates metabolism by 300%. I mean, that sounds amazing, right? It's designed to grab your attention. It plays right into our desire for a quick, easy fix. But as you're about to see, promises like this are usually just the tip of a very, very deceptive iceberg.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at why these products are so tempting in the first place. Then, we're going to pull back the curtain on the unregulated market behind them. After that, you'll meet your body's actual detox system. We'll clear up what detox really means in a medical context, and we'll wrap up with a guide to actually supporting your health and spotting these scams. All right, first up, why are we so drawn to the idea of a detox anyway? Well, it's kind of a perfect storm, you know? You've got social media influencers, celebrity endorsements, and just that deeply human desire for a simple solution to really complex goals, like losing weight or just feeling more energetic. So when you hear the word detox from some wellness brand, this is the idea they're selling you. And you'll notice the terms detox and cleanse are pretty much used interchangeably. The goal is always to purify you by getting rid of these vague, unspecified toxins, which, by the way, is a major red flag we'll come back to. And here's how they tell you to do it. These are the most common methods out there, and as the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health points out, they're often super restrictive. Now, this can make you lose a little weight in the short term, mostly because you're just cutting calories and losing water, and that creates the illusion that it's working. But here's the thing. There's no real evidence these methods actually get rid of any toxins, and that weight, it usually comes right back as soon as you start eating normally again. Okay, and this is where things get serious. It's not just that these products might not work, it's that some of them can be actively harmful. We're now diving into a market that's pretty much built on unproven claims and a really concerning lack of regulation. And this number, wow, it really shows you the scale of the problem. Between 2024 and 2025, the FDA had to crank up its health fraud enforcement by nearly 50%. That huge jump is because of a massive flood of sketchy wellness products hitting the market, a lot of them making these exact kinds of detox claims. Now, here's where it gets really scary. These products are often treated like food supplements, not drugs, which means they can skip all the strict safety testing. So what happens? Well, studies have found all sorts of unlisted ingredients, undeclared laxatives, super high levels of stimulants, and even banned prescription drugs like sibutramine, a weight loss drug that was pulled from the market because it increased the risk of heart attack and stroke. And if you look at the warnings the FDA has been sending out, you start to see a real pattern. What's the number one violation? Making misleading claims about their FDA status. Right behind that is marketing unapproved devices and, of course, promising amazing health benefits with absolutely zero scientific proof. Okay, let's make this crystal clear. That tea that claims natural slimming, it's often just loaded with a laxative like Senalith. That promise to boost metabolism, it might just be from hidden stimulants. And this is tragic, but some liver cleanse teas have actually been linked in medical reports to severe liver damage in perfectly healthy people. The takeaway here is huge. What's on the label is a world away from what's in the bottle. So, how can you spot this stuff and protect yourself? Well, you gotta learn the lingo. Marketers love these fuzzy, meaningless phrases like FDA recognized or made in an FDA registered facility. They sound official, but they mean absolutely nothing about the product itself being safe or effective. What you really want to look for are precise, verifiable terms like 510K cleared by the FDA, because that's something you can actually look up in their database. All right, we've waded through all the marketing hype and the risks. But now for the good news. We're about to meet the most sophisticated, efficient, and powerful detoxification system on the entire planet. And guess what? You already own it. And that brings us to this one, simple question that honestly changes the whole game. Instead of looking for a quick fix in a bottle or a box, what if we just looked inward? Say hello to your body's very own built-in detox team. Your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your GI tract, your skin, your lymphatic system, they are all working 24/7. They are neutralizing and kicking out everything from the byproducts of your own metabolism to pollutants from the outside world. These guys, they are the real pros, constantly filtering your blood and getting rid of waste. Okay, so you might have heard of this thing called mucoid plaque. It's one of the big selling points for colon cleanses. The claim is that this gross, rubbery stuff builds up in your colon for years, trapping all kinds of waste and toxins. They even show you pictures of what they claim is plaque coming out after a cleanse. And here's the reality check. There is zero, and I mean zero, scientific evidence that mucoid plaque is even real. Medical science is very clear. Your intestines produce mucus to keep things moving, sure, but it doesn't build up into some kind of hardened sludge. It's a myth, plain and simple. A problem invented to sell you a solution. So if a juice cleanse isn't a real detox, then what is? Let's get really clear on what this word actually means in the world of medicine, where, it has a very specific and very serious definition. This is what a real detox looks like. It's a clinical, medical process that helps people safely withdraw from dangerous substances like alcohol or opioids. The keywords here are physician and nursing supervision, medication, and safely. It's a life-saving medical intervention, not a trendy wellness fad. I mean, look at this. When you put them side by side, it's night and day, right? On one side, you've got the commercial cleanse with its vague goals, no regulation, and unproven methods. On the other side, you have a medical detox, a clear, life-saving goal, licensed medical professionals, and methods backed by actual science. The difference couldn't be more stark. Okay, let's wrap this all up. Knowing all of this, what can you actually do? This last part is all about practical, evidence-based steps you can take to support your real health and avoid falling for these scams. And really, this is the main takeaway. You don't need to go out and buy some expensive product to do a job your body is already expertly designed to handle. All you have to do is give it the right support. And what does that support look like? Well, according to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, it's not some magic potion. It's just consistent, healthy living. Staying hydrated, eating plenty of fruits, veggies, and high-fiber foods, and getting enough protein. That's the fuel your natural detox team needs to do its job and do it well. So, the next time you're looking at one of these products, just run it through this quick 3-step scam check. 1. If it's making a medical claim, it should have an FDA clearance number you can actually look up. 2. Watch out for all that hype language like miracle or breakthrough. That's just marketing, not science. And 3, ask for real evidence from actual scientific studies, not just a bunch of hand-picked customer reviews. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you see a detox product on a shelf or in an ad, are you going to see a quick fix, or are you going to see an expensive solution trying to solve a problem that was never really there to begin with? The wellness industry often wants you to doubt your body. The science says you should trust it, and that choice ultimately is up to you.